best to try not to breathe into the mic as much this time, and I probably just did. Yeah, I made the mistake of listening to one of my own VODs, and I really should not do that. Definitely should not do that. So we'll just have to see if it works. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. It's kind of funny when you leave a Twitch window open for like 24 hours and you get to see the whole string of raids you weren't paying attention to. Oops. They all seem like great people, don't get me wrong. I don't mean to insult anybody, it's just kind of funny. Alright. Still breathing at the microphone. Alright. Hi, Fixer. Glad to see ya. Alright. Shoot. I forgot to do stuff. So I'm going to run an ad. Don't mind the ad. It's just because there's only you here and it's an easy time to get rid of the pre-roll. There we go. Oops. If it helps, you are missing nothing. Just my sneaky sneak preview for folks on YouTube who also have to hear my breathing. I absolutely should not have listened to my own VOD. Don't do that. I never liked hearing recordings of myself sing. I do not like hearing my own VODs. I don't mind constructive criticism, mind you. That's perfectly okay. But but I just never should listen to myself. All right. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Almost 30. I saw someone once complain on like Twitter why YouTube videos from Twitch have the 5 minutes at the very beginning. It's a fair question. I suppose we could edit it out for Twitch, but or for YouTube, but I'm lazy and I'm not doing anything like that. You get, YouTube people can suck it. Sorry. All right, all right. Now I get to figure out where the hell I left off. That's the catch. Where did I leave off? I did something. I was doing something. Oh yeah, Nermal was fucking doing some weird shit. I kind of hope I get to bitch slap him, but on the other hand, I'm kind of fond of him. What can I say? I like the jerk ass characters sometimes. I have dreadful taste. Alright. Alright, theoretically, this is working. Theoretically, the ads have stopped. Theoretically, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Debatably. Hi, though. If you're here. Debatably, I did not spend all day, well, popping into work briefly and then and then playing a cell phone game and reading bad fan fiction. Actually, the fan fiction was pretty good. All right. So, as I last recall, I was playing young Elena Frayne through her trip through Soldanestlar, which I probably massacred the pronunciation of. We'll see. I can only pronounce things when I'm not thinking about it. Uh-oh. That can't be good. Alright, here we go. Did the sound not decide to stop working? Because that... Okay, I can hear sound. So that's 127 and 129. I think that's my most recent. I think, as I recall, I sold shit and got some cool things out of the deal. All right. Yep. All of my extra portraits come from the vault. Now, some of them come from the old vault, though. But I believe most of the old vault stuff is in the new vault. Because I just... some of my folders with, like, portraits and such on my hard drive date back to, like, 2002. Well, maybe not 2002. I think I was playing this in 2004, but yeah. Yeah, no problem. What I would recommend doing is to look for the packs that go to like persistent worlds. So like World of Thane, I think had one, and I'm sure Aerolith has some. Because then you get a whole bunch all at once, and portraits are pretty small files. I use View to flip through them because, I mean, as photo viewers go, it's a pretty low weight one. But the nice thing about View is you can just like hit a button and flip through to the next one. So it's just like flip, 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 flip. Go through about 5 because of the varying sizes, but then it makes it easy to find what you're looking for. Well, unless you download them all into your character creation thing, but there are too many to do that. Really, I just move over my favorites. All right, so where the fuck did I leave off? Yes. Okay. I got a cool sword, as I recall. The Blade of the Nightwalker. That is a cool sword. Look at that. +4 disease, immunity to level drain. I kind of resent that it's a sword, because I'm an archer. Oh well. Well, ideally, when I'm using a bow and arrow, they shouldn't get close enough to me to level drain me, but you never really know. So let's see the shopping list, because that might give me an idea of what we're going to fight next. So we got the Wolf Warrior. We got the Lich. I'm thinking we're going to be fighting a fucking dragon, because I have a dragon blood from a previous battle, but that doesn't seem to do what I need it to do, so I think we're going to be fighting another dragon. Can't complain. I like fighting dragons. I do. All right. So I think I need to go to Talamar. I wonder if there'll be assassins again. I mean, it's not like they were actually much of a fight, let's be fair here. I'm pretty badass. There's an elf who has no name. She has a name in spirit, I'm sure. And the cats wandered off, but she took her medicine, so it's good. I've found sometimes if the cat doesn't eat all of her medicine-laden treat, if I scoop up the trait with the syringe that I use to squeeze the medicine into the treat, she'll lick it off the syringe, and it's like, well, I guess that's getting the medicine. So let's talk to High Mage Talamar again.
I greet you in the name of Mistra.
You returned. Do you have the orb? Let's tell him what happened. Well, it's not what I expected, but the end result is the same. You truly are a formidable ranger, Elena. Necrodemus' power has surely waned during his imprisonment, but still, to have defeated him is a feat worthy of song. With the orb destroyed, the broken realm should return to its former beauty in time. That's nice. There were some developments while you were gone. Scythelus sent squads of orcs armed with ballistae. Ballistae? Ballistae? To try and damage the city's fortifications, but our mobilized troops routed them. A force of ogres assaulted our western wall, but a war wizard of the Crimson Guard destroyed them, with little loss of life on our part. Well, that's nice. As you know, I've been working on a powerful spell. Now that the necessary components have been collected, I'm ready to perfect it. It's a mass teleportation spell, capable of instantaneously transporting up to 6 humanoids to a point within a few miles radius. While you were gone, Warlord Vajra and her lieutenants, Elhan, Alaric, and Daramus, came up with a plan. You'll doubtless be pleased to know that it involves you. However, I've done enough talking. Elhan and the others are waiting down in the Underland. They'll fill you in on the details. I think I'm going to find a dragon. That's my guess. Indeed. Oh, sorry, Ileana.
How's it going?
Anything new? Okay, go on. Yep. Let's get going. Agreed, let's go. Okay. The cool thing about this particular portrait that I'm using here is not the portrait itself, though I think the portrait is quite nice, but the person who created it, who used the name Fairy, Phaere, like the character in Baldur's Gate, I presume, or 2, maybe Baldur's Gate 2, had done this well, she was somewhat famous for her semi-realistic looking portraits, like this. And she did a whole tutorial on how she did it, and it was really quite fascinating. Like, she used different photos, like stock photos and advertisement photos, and would, like, use Photoshop to turn things and tilt things I wouldn't have even thought possible. And, like, change the hair and add the ears, and honestly, it was a really good read, and I'm really sorry to say that I've never been able to find that tutorial again. It was like a PDF file on the old vault, and I don't think it ever made the transition, unfortunately. And I haven't found it in my archives, which makes me really sad because it was a great tutorial. It made me want to try to use Photoshop for, like, yeah, I know, right? It was so sad. It made me want to try to use Photoshop, well, or the cheap equivalent. I forget what I had. It was something that was much cheaper, but it made me want to try to fuck around with photos for a bit. I never really had the wherewithal to do much, but it was quite inspirational. Alright, so we've got a whole bunch of people to talk to. Let's talk to the people that aren't likely to move on the plot. And these guys I kind of think are going to turn on us, but maybe I'm wrong. So Saladar Darksun says nothing. Cyrus says nothing. Leventus says nothing. Daramus,
Welcome.
leave me. You have your instructions and I have my duties to attend to. Says nothing. Sita says nothing. Elhan, Alaric, Elhan?
I greet you.
Thank you for your help. I believe that... Oh, that's an old line of dialogue. It says nothing. Duke Alaric.
Well met.
Speak to the Royal Warlord for your instructions. Okay, well, I guess I've talked to everyone. Let's talk to Warlord Vajra. One day I'll find that. I really hope I find that tutorial because it's so great. And it was really cool to see the pictures, like the base picture that went into making this particular one. A very pretty girl, mind, but not as cool. Good to see you, Alina. My thanks for yet another marvelous effort in defense of the city. Had that mysterious orb fallen into the hands of Scythelus, we could all be looking at certain doom. Yes, a fine effort. What great bravery to have gone up against a gang of kobolds. Are you aware that while you were off on your little lizard-slaying adventure, we were driving off a horde of ogres, all while being bombarded with orcish ballistae? Nobody's saying Alina is the only one fighting this war. You are aware that those were no ordinary kobolds, and that Alina managed to defeat an ancient lich. No small feat, even by the standards of a mage as powerful as you, Sita. Have I tried airlift squid? Well, I am squid. Hi, sparkly wallflower. Oh, I was talking about a tutorial that was made for making portraits by a person who went by the name of Fairy, Phaere. And it was on the old vault, but I don't think it ever made it to the new vault. I've searched, and I'm very sad. I've not tried Aerolith yet. I'm not brave enough to try Persistent Worlds yet. One point I'm probably going to because Aerolith looks beautiful, and so do some of the others. So I'd really like to try them at some point. But right now, I've already kind of got one MMORPG that I fluctuate between being addicted to and forgetting about. So, and I'm addicted to a cell phone game, which is really embarrassing. So not yet. Eventually, though, I probably will. Okay, anyway. Sita's being a bitch. Leventis is defending us. I don't recall asking for your opinion, Paladin. It seems you are just as taken with this whelp as our dear former captain. Former captain? Oh, Vard. Daramus Blaine. You know, there's something about Daramus Blaine that reminds me a little bit of Barnabas from Final Fantasy 16, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, I think. Well, if you see it, let me know because that portrait guide was what I'm thinking of, and it was such a great guide. This was the picture that they used for it. The Arcane Archer. Yep, I play Final Fantasy 14 sometimes. I don't interact with people much. I'm antisocial, but it is my addiction. I like things with job classes. All right. So Daramus, who, like I said, for some reason he reminds me of Final Fantasy 16's Barnabas, though I doubt the story goes in the same direction. The leader of the mercenary company flashes Sita a warning glance. Enough. This is not the time or place. My apologies to you, Warlord, for this interruption. And to you also, Lena, for the rather cynical attitude of my comrade here. Let's forget this and get down to business. Apology accepted. Now to business. Our engagements with the enemy have all met with success. 2 of Sithilis's lieutenants, Kazdag and Sarik, have been slain, both by me, and his goblin, kobold, and hobgoblin forces have been greatly weakened. With the removal of the hill giant threat, we have dealt with 3 powerful blows to the enemy before the real battle has even begun. But let us not fool ourselves. We are still outnumbered 3 to 1. Sithilis and his partner Servisnia are still out there somewhere, but plotting our downfall. I'm pretty sure Servisnia is dead, but okay. Servisnia. I find it strange that we've heard nothing of Sithilis's mate, Warlord. She's said to be a great tactician and a formidable warrior, yet we have seen little evidence of her presence so far. I wonder why. Whatever the case may be, we cannot afford to worry about the absence of Sithilis's consort. No, our target now must be Maresh. Who is Maresh? Maresh is one of the most pardon me. Alright. Maresh is one of the most notorious villains to ever plague Tethyr. His evil deeds date back to the interregnum, when he roused up the local goblinoid rabble in an attempt to seize Saradish in the name of his dark god Gromsh. He's a fanatic who hates all of the humanoid races. Sithilis regards Maresh as his fourth in command, beyond his chief lieutenant, the Palemaster Orgrim. Maresh makes his base in an old abandoned temple he has recently desecrated to his god. I feel like that's not the proper use of the term desecrated. If it is a god, then you are consecrating it. It just happens that you don't like its god. That seems racist. Anyway, this shall be his undoing. The small group should be able to teleport into the temple, kill Maresh, and teleport back to the safety of Soldanestlar. I've decided to send in Leventis, Sita, Cyrus, and Saladar. The 4 of them possess the right mix of skills to get the job done as quickly as efficiently as possible. I'd like you to go with them, Alina. Elhan, Daramus, Alaric, and I will continue to lead the war effort while you are gone. Well, I'll happily help rid the world of this foul priest. Though, inwardly, I think Alina's thinking, Link should be allowed. Let me know. If you get booted out, I apologize. But a DM works too, if the regular Link won't post. Alright, so Alina's thinking too, but she's going to say out loud number 1. Maresh will not be alone. I expect him to have his closest and most powerful advisors nearby. Once he's dead, you will need to use a scroll of recall to teleport everyone back here safely. I regret we cannot create a permanent portal to the temple due to the risk of enemy discovery. I mean, that makes sense. Here's the scroll. Once you're ready, step into the portal. Bear in mind you can only return once Maresh is dead. The scroll is one-time use only, I'm afraid. Make sure you have everything you need before you depart. The others will await you at the temple. Godspeed. Good luck to you, Alina. Alright, well, I got a recall score. Okay, let me have a look at what you sent me. Alright. Where the hell am I? There I am. Oh, that's a good tutorial. It is not, sadly, the one I was thinking of, though. Because the one I was thinking of wasn't about how to make the pictures into portraits. What it was a tutorial on how the artist actually photoshopped the various images to make the portrait. So it was really cool. That's what I miss. One day I'll find it and I'll link it to everybody because it's very cool. But like the stock photo she used, and then where she got the image of the armor, which I think she got from like some website somewhere, and the way she colored the armor. Oh no, it's still useful to have the portrait tutorials. Don't get me wrong; those are still great. It's just not the one thing I was thinking of, which is okay. I still appreciate the links. All right, so let's see, because there are all sorts of really nifty stuff out there and I haven't seen that first one that you sent. I'm gonna have to poke around the Sorcerer's Net. I remember seeing that site a long, long time ago, but I clearly have not been there in a while, and I forgot what they have. All right, so let's go in the portal. Let's see what's going on. Forest of Tethyr, Temple of Grumsh. All right. We're all here. Who'd have thought we'd have the misfortune to teleport straight into a locked cell? Okay, well, that's fucking stupid. Damn that fool, Talamar. Saladar, try the lock. Okay. The mechanism is complex. I could unlock it, but it might take a while. Alright, well, let's talk to people. To hell with it. No door can stand firm against me. Ah, okay. I'm being dominated. Well, that worked out. Wonderful. Why don't we let the chosen one lead the way? Go on. We'll follow behind. Seriously, bitch, what's your issue? I mean, I did do more heroic things than you did, but... Alright. I've killed a few giants in my time, but never a whole tribe. Good going. Is there some pressing matter you must discuss? We have little time to talk. Seriously, though, what the hell is Sita's issue? The others at least pretend to be somewhat enthusiastic. Alright. There we go. Okay, that's the temple entrance. Okay, so that's where we should have gone. Let's see if there's anything here to loot or explore. Ah, in the temple. Someone tell his unholiness. Okay. I should probably, actually kill things. Well, it's kind of nice to have people helping me kill these 3 experience point swords. Alright. Alright. Let's see what we got. I wonder... Oh, now this is interesting. A worship area, a high priest quarters are over there. Alright. I feel kind of guilty for killing a bunch of worshippers. And actually, come to think about it, I really should have rested, shouldn't I? I don't have any fireball arrows left. Well, that sucks. I did not think ahead. No wonder it was trying to warn me. Alright, well, at the very least, this is going pretty easy. Alright. Money. They're like, why are you picking up pocket change? Look, you guys are experienced adventurers. I'm a baby adventurer. I'm gonna fucking pick up pocket change. This is the difference between being a mercenary and being an adventurer. Mercenaries do your own thing. Adventurers loot the shit out of everything in sight. Ah, like you.
And that one too.
A temple key and Maresh's journal. Let's read this. This appears to be a journal belonging to Maresh himself. Although only updated sporadically, the entries are detailed and make for interesting and disturbing reading. Entry 1. The desecration of the temple. He shouldn't call it desecration, it's consecration. Is progressing well. Soon the place shall be cleansed of its taint of its former occupants, and the correct ritual is needed to reestablish the temple as a sacred site to my unholy god. See, again, he wouldn't be saying unholy about his own god. Shall be complete. My new partnership with the Sithilicians is working out nicely. From my base here, I shall keep an eye on events in Wheeldeath, reporting anything of consequence to my partners. As always, the hated city of Saldaneslar occupies much of my thoughts. While the Ogre warlords are directing their efforts against the southern Amnian cities, I am confident that in time they will realize that Tethyr offers much easier opportunities for Sithilician expansion. The country's military is weak and spread thin, and besides, cursed Saldaneslar, there is no force in the Wheeldeath that could prevent us from establishing it as a Sithilician stronghold. I shall bide my time. More orcs from the Empire have arrived to strengthen the temple. With the Ogre warlords having secured Moran, they are more willing to provide me with additional swords. The new arrivals are fierce and will make perfect worshippers of Grumsh. My dark god shall be pleased. I still do not know what the Ogre warlords plan next, but the Crimson Guard are proving difficult. For mercenaries, they are organized and hard to unnerve. No matter, they will number only 1,000. Eventually, they will be hunted down like dogs and killed. The rumors are true. Not only has trade meat fallen, but something has happened to Servisnia. Orgrim's magical sending was vague, but I discerned enough to be sure of that. Whatever happened to her must be related to the defeat at trade meat. How the two events relate is a mystery. Servisnia should have been safe in Moran, hundreds of miles from trade meat. Whatever the truth, finally my dreams are coming true. Sithilus has sent his army south into Tethyr. I would judge his actions rash at best, madness at worst. Abandoning the safety of Moran to invade a country this size is a huge risk. I can only surmise that whatever happened to Servisnia has driven him to this. Orgrim's sending informed me that the army is only 15 days away. I must drive my orcs into an even greater frenzy, so that when the time comes to attack the elven city, they do Grumsh proud with their bloodlust. I have finally met with Sithilus. He is driven by something. Rage. Loss. I cannot put my finger on it. Powerful as I am, even I found his intensity unsettling. I did call it. We have lost Kazdag and most of his elite goblins. Word has just arrived that Sarik, the kobold leader, has failed in his attempt to secure the magical artifact. I am not worried. The failures of these buffoons shall only serve to magnify my glory, and the glory of Grumsh when my orcs help to crush the city. Interesting. Okay. I don't need Religions of the Sword Ghost. Nope. Nope. I like how these guys are just following me around, even though they know what direction to go to. But that's what they get for being petty. Why doesn't the Chosen One lead first? Fucking Sita. You can follow me fucking anywhere. You got your job, I got mine. Okay. Okay, so let's save. I should do that. But now I know how to change the gamma so that I can actually see in the dark, at least enough to function. So maybe I won't need to. I feel kind of guilty for not figuring out how to adjust gamma when I was playing A Hunt Through the Dark, because I had a drow with a goddamn torch. Who is you? You should not be in here. Rarg. Okay. Hi. That was fun. Oh, some captives, and one at least seems to be alive. Shit. Okay.
You bet. Balls of a juggling ogre.
That was a great line. Alright. I guess it's beyond her ability. Alright. Is it beyond mine? Probably. Is it beyond the fairies? Probably. Do I have a lockpick that's strong enough? I might. I got a few, I think. That's, oh, plus 10. You know what? This is a good reason to use a plus 10. Alright. It's kind of a waste between you and me, but roleplay-wise, I think for captives, she would use the plus 10 here. And there's one that is still alive.
Yes?
The hell is with you fiends? I already told you, you'll get nothing from me. Nothing. If you intend to sacrifice me to your foul gods, make it quick. I'm not one of your captors. My name is Elena. I'm here to put an end to Maresh. Truly, you mean to kill Maresh? I cannot see you clearly, for I've lost an eye, and the other is swollen. But I will trust in your words. How did you make it this far into the temple? The barracks below are crawling with hundreds of the savages, and you are but half a dozen. How we got here does not concern you. Suffice it to say, we fight for Tethyr and the city of Soldaneslar. We are more than capable of looking after ourselves. You were taken during Kazdek's raids, I presume. Kazdek and his goblins took everything from me. My family dead, my home destroyed. I was captured and brought here for questioning by Maresh. The other captives were sacrificed after being tortured. I'm the only one left. Yeah, I can see that. Kazdek is dead, along with most of his entourage. Elena took care of the goblin leader personally. I promise you, Maresh and his underlings will be the next to face justice. My life is ruined. Nothing can fill the void in my soul. Still, I am comforted in knowing that Maresh will be brought to justice, and that his evil will not touch any more innocent lives. If it is safe to leave, I shall make my way to Soldaneslar. That's not wise, friend. There's an invading army outside the city's gates. You'd never make it to the city alive. If need be, I can survive in the forest for a time. You must leave here on your own. We have important business to take care of. I understand. My life is worth little now, so it hardly matters whether I make it out or not. Farewell. Oh, jeez. Well, at least we saved somebody. I'll take it.
Get on with it.
Come, let us share wine together.
Alright, so Alina should be following me. Alright. What a waste of a plus 10 lockpick. Well, Alina would not consider it a waste. I do as a player, but Alina as a character would think that rescuing a captive would be worth the loss of a very valuable pick. She would. I will have to remember that I am role-playing. Role-playing. Actually, though, there's some YouTube role players that I really like. I wish the orcs would stop drumming. It's giving me a headache. All right. Protect me, my warriors. I must send word to Sithlis about what is happening. Oh, there's a lower level. Wonder if we'll get to go down there.
You must fall.
Ah, darn. He's blue, so I can't kill him ahead of time. I appreciate that in terms of making sure that I don't break the plot, but I'm sad anyway, because I wanted to try to shoot him. Okay. Alright. Seem to be doing well murdering orcs. One sec. I'll be right back. I heard voices upstairs. So, 1 second. Okay. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. Now, as I recall, we were invading a temple. And I was just making sure that... Okay. Nothing I need to do anything with there. Right. Okay.
Your secrets die with you now.
Alright. There are a fucking lot of orcs here.
Secrets die with you now.
I am not sure why Elena feels the need to walk right into people while they're shooting them. Fucking idiot AI. Come on. Elena! Are you not going to turn around? Thank you. At least she took him down in a hit. Jesus, there's a lot. Is this just like unstoppable? Are they just conjuring up? I think they are. Alright. It looks like they're just conjuring out of nowhere. It's an infinite. I suppose if you want infinite XP, you do it that way, huh? On the plus side, understood, Maresh. I will send help immediately. On the plus side, I get to fight him. Name of Grumsh, die, humanoid scum. Okay, this is funny because of the never-ending string of orcs in the other room. I get the glory of killing Maresh. Oh, that woman's gonna be so mad at me. Hey, Liana. She's gonna be so mad. Okay. Well. That was somewhat uneventful. I suppose I should go find the others and help them. That was clever, though. That's a clever way of making sure that they're there, but unable to succeed in killing Maresh instead of me. Where did they go, actually? Oh, they're there. Alright, I think... Is there something we can... What are you waiting for? Use the recall scroll before we're overwhelmed. I mean, do I have to? We seem to be doing fine. Alright, I guess I'm supposed to use the recall scroll now. I hope it worked for the rest of them. Did it work for the rest of them? Yeah, it did. Okay, too bad. Hi.
Yes. What is it?
Alright.
Pleasure to see you.
So it's done. I assume you've disposed of Maresh. Maresh is dead. Oh, cool. I leveled up. I'm sure Maresh was planning to attack from the temple at some point. Fortunately, he's no longer a threat. You've done well, Lena. When this is over, I shall recommend you to the Royal Monarch Zaranda for a knighthood. At the very least. You have earned it. Well, that's nice. I could go for a knighthood. Warlord, I have urgent news. The monsters are massing, a force far greater than anything we have faced before. Captain Daramus has requested your presence as soon as possible. He fears Sithilus is planning to launch an all-or-nothing assault on the city. It's happening at last. The Ogre Warlord means to start the endgame. I need to meet with my lieutenants and discuss the best course of action. Lena, I would advise you to finish off any outstanding business you have in the city and equip yourself for the coming battle. I will send to you when I have further instructions. Until then. Ah, I did not fight a dragon. I wonder if I did something wrong. Oh well. Okay. Ah, I should find Vard. Okay, I can find Vard. But first, let's level myself up. Now, what level am I? Oh, a level 6 Arcane Archer. What do I get for that? Ooh, 2 Secret Arrows a day. Oh, wait, no. Do I get... For some reason I didn't realize I was there already. Okay, well, anyway. Let's get the second Secret Arrow. Okay, let's see, let's see. Could do maybe a bit more hide. You never know when you might wanna definitely spot. Maybe a dose of ride. Who knows? It can be an RP level. Nah, guess not. Alright. Secret Arrow 2. Okay. So I gotta find Vard. And let's rest. I feel like I'm getting close to the end game, though I'm rather surprised to not have encountered a dragon. But maybe I did, because I do have that dragon blood on me. It just apparently isn't enough to get what I'm looking for. Alright, so I wonder where Vard would be. It just is somewhere in the city. General Merchant. So, Vard is surely somewhere in the city. Poor Vard. I thought Vard did the best he could under the circumstances. It's like nothing he did was unreasonable. Alright, shall we try the temple first? If I'm searching for a fellow, I figure we can go temple to palace. To be thorough. I don't see a Vard here, but does Demon have anything new to say? Okay, no more questions. Temple goods. Start merchant. Nothing I really need here. Think I'm doing well enough. Ooh, can't afford that. It's a nice thought, though. Very nice thought. Let's buy another stack of 99. Because really, I don't want to be using a fire arrow right now. Fire arrows are nice, sure, but they're kind of a waste of ammunition when I've got perfectly nice regular arrows that in my hands are +3 anyway. That is the nice thing about being an arcane archer. It's like suddenly all those cheapo arrows are like badass. Like badass. Alright. Now, if I were Vard, where would I be? I'm not aware of a tavern of some sort. Not to stereotype, but adventurers like taverns as far as I'm aware. Well met, friend.
I greet you.
Not yet. But okay here. Oh, I get Veterans Day off. I forgot. That would be nice. I mean, all respect to the veterans, but I am mostly thinking of day off. I am... Well, I might be a little bit of a workaholic sometimes, but not intentionally. I'm very lazy. It's just that time of year. Okay. Can I poke my nose around here? Because these are the folks who sent assassins after me.
Hello there.
Halt. This is the household of the noble and esteemed veterinary family. Visitors are not permitted, especially not foreigners. Be on your way. Alright.
Sorry, can't help you.
Nope, needs a special key. There's a dog barking in the background. Curse the dog. No. They're actually very good dogs. Especially now that we've got the thing on the basement door that keeps them from coming down and eating the cat's food. Because the poor kitty does not deserve to have her food eaten on her. Because she's timid, she'll just give away. So where is that Vard fellow? thing I can think of is maybe at the palace itself, but I thought he left in a huff. Well, we can talk to Talamar and see if anything comes there, or get close to the under city or whatever the fuck it is. Never trust anywhere that has an undercity. Midgar, Arcane.
In the name of Mistra.
Hey, you could be a little more grateful, dude. I forget what the city was actually called in Arcane. I know there was an undercity, though. That's pretty good, actually. I didn't think I'd like it, but a friend of mine was like, you know, you would really, really like this. Let's watch it. And I was like, okay. And I did. And I liked it. Even though I've never played League of Legends. Oh, there's Vard. Hi, Vard.
Well met.
Life is grand, isn't it, Alina? You think you finally found your calling, and then everything goes to 9 hells. How's it going, Vard? They don't give you a moment's rest, do they? As for me, I saw you carve your way through a small army of gnolls. I helped the mercenaries clean up the ones you missed, and since then, I've been waiting for the next call to arms. Had a few drinks with one of the Crimson Guard officers. Lorik, I think his name was. Where in the abyss did you find alcohol? I've been looking all over for an inn. Lorik saw me moping around, asked if I wanted to share a drink or two. He's a good sort. It's a shame we didn't get to know each other on the march north.
Someone help me here!
I'll tell you one thing. It's a beautiful day to die. I've cheated death so many times I've lost count. When it finally catches up with me, I can have no complaints. As long as I take a good number of the Sith Elysians with me. That's fatalistic. Help! You must help. Assassins are inside the palace. The Queen, Elysium, must be protected. Oh shit. What in the hells? What do you mean assassins? Protected from whom? The Vetinari family, you must defend the Queen. Damn it, why does this always happen to me? We don't have time to raise the alarm. If the Queen's in immediate danger, we must protect her ourselves. Let's go. Hey, I got a companion. Hello, Vard. Show me yourself. Oh, 10th level fighter. That's not bad. Immunity to fear. That's quite nice. Alright. Let's get going. Oh, you still have to finish? Well, I'm glad to remind you. I saw you were playing that fun-looking Neverwinter Nights 2 game. I saw that Sango has quite a few modules up on the vault that looked really, really cool, so. One day when I need a break from Neverwinter Nights 1, I'll play Neverwinter Nights 2 modules. That sounds fun. Alright, so there's dead palace guards and dead assassins. I should probably... Oh, well, actually, let's steal the antidote from the guards. Let's be terrible. Alright. Alright, no armor or gold. Assassin. Any clues? Nope, just weapons. Okay. Well, let's go find the Queen. Hopefully she's not dead. Shit. Seriously? Now? Well, you know, they probably shouldn't have, like, just let the former assassination attempts go when they're by a enemy of the throne. Yeah, they don't really like the Queen, but we're sure it'll be fine. Like, note from Elysium. Okay. Well, that sounds interesting. Hopefully she's in hiding and not, like, dead. Alright, so let's get the note. Alright. Treachery among kin. See the note from Elysium. This hastily scribbled note is still wet with ink. The palace is under attack. I'm trapped here in the throne room. To the one who reads this, I implore you, do not raise the alarm. I'm certain the Vetinari family is behind this. Only they have the resources to attempt to take me hostage. They mean me no immediate harm, of that I'm sure, and I cannot risk a civil war should anyone of influence discover what they have done. How did she write this all so quickly? Oh, shoot, the pause screen. Oh, I see, I see. There was a period of time with the pause screen up. I did notice that. It still sounded cool. I mean, how graphic were the little birds? I wonder. It is funny how many slang terms for breasts are birds, like tits, boobies, etc. Anyway, let's see. I asked you to take this note to Royal Warlord Vajra or Alhan, so they might take the correct course of action. There's a hero of increasing renown in Soldanislar, who I believe to be capable of making a rescue attempt and succeeding. Let none other know what has happened, especially Talamar. I fear the magical fallout from an assault by the High Mage upon House Veterinary could destroy the city. I wonder, Talamar's got a thing for the Queen? I hear the assassins approaching now. My guards are outnumbered and will soon fall. Make sure this note arrives in the hands of this hero, or Selden Eslar is doomed. Well, I mean, I guess we can skip the middle ground. Alright. They're unlikely to open their door and simply let me in. That is true. So is there going to be a way? Let's... Well, these will make for good selling later. Alright. So now what? Do I report it or do I just head over there? Ah, the artist who worked on the models was motivated and passionate about their work. I see, I see. Well, it's good to know that their admiration for the female form is not deniable. I don't know exactly, like, where Twitch draws the line with such stuff like that. Because I've heard that adult mods are not allowed. But I'm not sure, like, would an adult-themed module be considered the same way? I mean, because technically it is a mod, it's fan-created content, but it's like its own little game. So, does it count? Does it count as a nude mod if someone makes a module that has naked people? Not in a Dance with Rogues sense, though. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like, where's the difference between adult games and adult modded games? Like, would a Dance with Rogues count as an adult... Well, it's obviously an adult game, but is it an adult modded game because the assets are originally Neverwinter Nights? Though technically, I mean, I feel like if they allow Knights of the Old Republic or The Witcher, then Witcher 1, I mean, it's the same engine. But I don't know. I don't know where they draw the line there. Alright, so. Okay, I guess I see that. They can't filter. If it's a Neverwinter Night module, it would be filtered under Neverwinter Nights. So, whereas if it's a game that's known to be an adult game, then they can filter it. That makes some sense, much to my dismay. Alright. And, of course, there's no one useful here. Why would there be? Alright, well, then we're gonna just go up to figure out things with the veterinary ourselves. So even if you put on a tag that says adult, it's not gonna be filtered the same way. I see. That does make some sense, unfortunately. It's a shame we can't add, like, ad filters. Because, you know, I would honestly really enjoy playing a Dance with Rogues or Gladiatrix on here. Or my favorite adult-themed module from Neverwinter Nights, which is Sex and the Single Adventuress. That was a lot of fun to play. I remember playing it a couple... I don't think I'd moved back in with my parents, so it was pre-COVID. But I remember we were still in the... I might have been in the trailer. So, maybe 2012-ish I played it, and I had a lot of fun with it. I think it was the same year I bought a bunch of Assassin's Creed games. That sounds like around the right time. I had the flu. Alright, a specific key is required.
Hello there.
Hello. Alright. Halt. This is the household of the noble and esteemed veterinary. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we got options. The fate of the city is at stake. Assassins from the veterinary family have kidnapped the queen and are holding her hostage. You must let me in. Failure. Do you really think that I'm going to listen to the words of an outsider? Be gone from here, before you force me to put my sword into action. Alright, well, defend yourself. I've got a city to save, and I can't let you stand in my way. Sorry, dude. Well, I appreciate your loyalty, but that's not gonna work. Sorry, guy. I would have liked to persuade him, but... Alright. Alright. There's his sending. Let's talk to him.
Well met.
So you're here to rescue my beloved queen. I admire your courage, though I'm not surprised. After all, you're Alina Frayne, are you not? You were quite successful at evading my first attempt upon your life. Let me assure you, your luck won't hold. Who are you? I am Kevindred Vetinari, patron of the Ventinari family. I'm old by any standard save that of dragonkind. My power has only increased with age. I've defeated liches, and worse. What makes you think you're any more dangerous? You afraid of Necrodemus? He was but a mewling child when I came to power as head of this family. Only Irenicus has ever held greater power than me within Selden-Islar. That fool Talamar calls himself the High Mage, yet he lacked the foresight to predict this. Your actions could cause the destruction of Selden-Islar. On the contrary, I am determined to save the city. Elysim is responsible for the dire situation Selden-Islar finds itself in by indulging the short-lived foolish humans. For centuries they have raided our forests, stealing our resources, and forcing us deeper and deeper into the woods. Selden-Islar is the last bastion of elvenkind in this part of Faerun. That's because you left shit. I played Hillsfire. I know the history of that region. We have as much right to despise humanity as the Sithlisians. What do you plan to do with Elysim? My intentions are simple. Elysim will offer the Sithlisians a truce. Selden-Islar will allow free passage to the monsters, provide them resources that they need to establish a proper stronghold in Tethyr. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. In return, the Sithlisians will leave us in peace. We shall be independent and free as we were in the past. Your plans are madness. The Sithlisians would never allow elves to coexist with them. We will sever all ties with humankind. The Tethyrians will be treated as foreign invaders and dealt with accordingly. Those that survive to make it outside the forest will be hunted down like dogs. If Elysim refuses to cooperate, she will be killed, and I will proclaim myself the new king of Selden-Islar. Ah, there it is. Same old story. Do as you will. I'm prepared for you. Come and die. Well, we'll see how well my fireball arrows work on a mage. I think this could be fun. Okay, so let's go there first. There we go. Nice thing about being an archer, you can get the sorcerers first. Okay. Come on. Alright, let's steal their shit to sell later, because I'm gonna need money if I do find that dragon thing. Which I might not, but I might. We'll never know. The magnificent opulence of these marbled rooms rivals the palace itself. Ancient paintings depict scenes from the fabled city of Mythdraenor before its fall many centuries ago. I don't know. I never have much sympathy for elves when they bitch about this sort of thing. Like how many times have you like broke the world in Faerun history, dudes? You can just shut the fuck up. Ah, okay. Alright, so I've looted all three of them. And now we have rooms to search. Save. Actually, I should hard save. Oh, I like this water. I want a fountain. Oh, one rescue ranger. I have to admit, nowadays Chippendale's Rescue Rangers sounds more like a kinky rescue themed porn than it does cartoon. Okay. Well, on the plus side, I get. Oh,
Surrender.
let's shoot that guy. Oh, shitty, he cast invisibility. Okay. Well, that was bad notioning on my part.
Fight,
Hmm.
fight, fight!
Let's see. He's too close to me, not too far from that.
This day is your last.
There we go. Alright. Okay. Well, time to loot around. On the plus side, they've given me the excuse to loot a nice aristocratic elf mansion. I should be possibly grateful to that. Look at all this stuff I can steal from people legitimately as spoils of war. Ooh, a rapier. And a sapphire. I bet these shields will be worth something. Okay. Alright. Did I get them all? I think there's an assassin I still haven't looted. I was having weird thoughts about Final Fantasy VIII recently. Like, it occurs to me that it's maybe the one JRPG that actually feels like it's a deconstruction of the fact that 90% of all JRPG lead characters are children or teenagers. Because, like, they're all 17 and they're all, seeds and such. But it's like, and I mean, all of these JRPGs with the kid protagonists, they're all, like, traumatized by the end, of course. But they're always, like, individualized trauma. Whereas when you look at Final Fantasy VIII, they actually kind of give you an idea of, like, institutionalized trauma for the kids this age. Like each of them have their own issues, like Squall, Safer, etc. But it's the whole thing. Like, they all have problems that come from being child soldiers, essentially, and even the way the Guardian forces like rob them of their memories and such. I feel like there's a like heavy-handed metaphor for trauma in there. It's really interesting. I possibly want to play it or watch a playthrough again from that standpoint and see what I think about it. I didn't like Final Fantasy VIII when I first played it, but I was like in college then. So I don't think I was really like, I was only a little bit older than, say, Squall, like a year. Actually, it was 1999 when it came out. I played it, so I wasn't even in college. I was still in high school. Yeah, because that was Planet. How old was I? I was 16, so I was a year younger than Squall. So I don't think I ever really appreciated the whole these people are too young for this sort of thing. When you're 16, you feel like you're old enough for everything. So, but now that I'm like 40, I look at these, like, I was joking to somebody about Final Fantasy lead characters, and I'm realizing that as an adult, none of them annoy me as much as they did when I first played those games. Like Van, yeah, I mean, I guess Van can be annoying, don't get me wrong, but he's like, what, 16, 17? He's a child. Squall's a child. Of course he's traumatized. Also, it amuses me that he initially irritated me because he's very much like 60s Cyclops in the X-Men, and I love Cyclops. So maybe I just didn't have room in my heart for more than one socially maladjusted person who has long monologues inside his head and never speaks out loud. Apparent, and a lot of relationship angst. I don't know. Sometimes you miss the obvious comparisons. It's like, I like this character, I hate this character, they're exactly the same. Alright. I do like these trees. Like, how did he get over there? Alright, well, clearly this place is weirdly designed. Alright, and I'm trying to see in the map. Okay, so there's a door up there I didn't look at, I think. But yeah, I feel like I would like Final Fantasy VIII more playing it now. I've watched some playthroughs partially, and I realize I'm already fonder of it than I was. I think part of the problem is I never really understood the GF system very well and the junctioning. And I feel like to play the game properly, I probably need to understand how that works. Also, I don't think you're supposed to, like, grind with the way the enemies level up too, so you got an issue. Alright. Alright, so let's go this way. Alright. But yeah, I also like Vaughn more now than I did playing Final Fantasy XII the first time. I always liked Tidus and Zidane. Zidane's funny because he's cringe, and the whole ultra flirtatious womanizer thing is an archetype that doesn't really feel the same in Japan or in English as it does in Japanese. It's like one of the reasons why, as far as I remember hearing, they had to tone down Haurchefant in Final Fantasy XIV quite a bit. But I thought he was interesting about it because I always thought the character felt more calculating than they usually do. Not that he didn't mean it, of course, but like he knew exactly what he was doing when he'd do it. And you can see that even a bit in Opera Omnia, how he'd never hit on anyone who had a significant other. He'd back off immediately, but he also never really hit on anyone who would respond. And I think that's kind of interesting. But I also think he meant it, because he's 16 and horny. Yeah. Opera Omnia also is giving me appreciation of all these characters again. It's like, yeah, I mean, I could spend time calling this character useless, but honestly, his attacks are really, really good. So I think I'm gonna like him anyway. Or I got his weapon in the gacha game, so now I have to like him. All right. There's an upper floor. Okay.
To the fight!
Alright, I need to kill the Bladesinger. Ryder's having a hard time. Okay. Okay, let's get that fighter again. Alright, so now... Okay. Alright. I clearly need more bags. This is the level that justifies all of my bag hoarding. Okay, so let's see about putting these things in a place where I can fit them all. I've thought about doing like like video things of my monologues about various topics, but unfortunately they're kind of spur of the moment, and I don't really have enough to like make a long monologue. I mean, you've basically heard my Final Fantasy VIII one already. I suppose I could do my my Cecil from Final Fantasy XIV works as a very interesting trans allegory one, but that doesn't actually take that long either. It's like 2 sentences, so. A question and answer. Ask me my opinion about anything, I'll give it to you. I don't know why you'd want it, but you know, never know. Okay, the upper floor and an autosave. Oh, look at that splash screen, though. These are beautiful. They remind me of, there's this one guy who does these gorgeous Skyrim mansions. They're almost too grand for the game, really, but they're so beautiful. And whenever I play modded Skyrim, I always kind of try to pick whichever one I like best, so that it's like all the fountains and the trees and God, they're gorgeous. Look at this architecture, like this design, those hallways. They're beautiful, aren't they? They're just stunning. This is definitely an elf nobleman's house. There is no question about that. Like, any elf would be honored to live in a place like this. Alright, let's see. Alright. There. Like, if you're an evil elf, like, what's his name? Kimmel Nimison? He would totally live in a house like this. Alright. Okay. Let's steal the money. I hope I have time to sell this shit. That would be my greatest nightmare. All the shit, but moving on to the next game without being able to sell it. Well, I mean, there's Zorkos. And I would definitely stop at Zorkos. The only time I have a lot of money, but I don't or a lot of stuff to sell, and I don't stop at Zorkos is if I feel like the game leaves me off in a place where I can't. Like, A Hunt Through the Dark, I'd have loved to stop at Zorkos, but I'm fleeing the Underdark, so when exactly would I get to go to an extra dimensional shop? Oh, hi. Did I mention I got blind fighting my last feat update? I just feel like that's notable. Yeah, just kind of felt like you probably deserved to know that. Speaking of, is this your chest? Oh, lovely. Maybe I'll get to fight a dragon here. That would be kind of cool. Okay. So there's a big room up and a big room down. I'm guessing over here is where we want to go in the end, but let's kill the fairy dragon. Hi. And a sorcerer. Let's kill the sorcerer first. There we go. Look at all this cool shit we can loot. I should thank the Ventinaris for giving me the excuse to loot their beautiful, wealthy mansion. I mean, because normally I'd never have the excuse to go roaming around in their stuff. Now, would I anyway? Maybe if they had the door open, but... Beg pardon. Oh, did I? Yes. But now it's just like shameless. I'm rescuing the motherfucking queen. Pardon me? Now this is an interesting room. It reminds me of the quad rooms in college, which thankfully I was never in. No offense intended. I'm just not suited for roommates.
You must fall for the greater good.
Why am I running straight into these people? I am a fucking archer. I can shoot from the doorway. another fire arrow equipped? No. That was her, not me. Alright. See about more space. Let's Tetris ourselves. There's 2 more in there. There we go. No, 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 don't do this. Okay. No! Shit, I think I've fucked up. No! Ah! Alright. Gotta restart the game. That's what I get for sorting shit. Wait. Maybe. Nope, I don't seem to be able to do anything. Alright. Alright, come on, come on. I wonder how close I am to the end. I feel like can't be that far. Though there's the actual battle. I'm sure that'll take longer. Alright, where the hell am I? There I am. I won't finish tonight? Awesome. Well, I'm not planning on doing it for too long. Anyway, so. Can you see flickering up at the top of my screen here? Where my cursor is? Because I'm seeing flickering and I'm wondering if I shouldn't restart.